making purple sweet potatoes today. Washed it very well. That's what I like to do, is wash them. Then I like to cut the ends off because they're usually just kind of yuck. And then I like to put a little bit of olive oil. I make sure I get a really good olive oil and do just a thin layer on each one. See how they're purple inside? They're so pretty. They taste similar to a regular sweet potato, but slightly different. A little nuttier maybe. I don't know a great way to describe that. But I like to get the oil on the inside as well, because when it cooks, I lay them down on the baking sheet. They kind of caramelize with the oil a little bit. So I'm going to put just a little bit of my Redmond salt on them. That's really all I do. You'll hear my husband in the background. He's on the phone. He's always working. But that's okay. It's real life here. So, the salt brings out the flavor. I love the mix of the salty and sweet. And then when you make it kind of caramelized when it bakes, when it becomes caramelized from baking, it just brings out that sweetness too. So the sweet and salty, I just really love that combination. So I'm gonna bake that at about 350 until I pick them up and they'll be golden brown on the bottom and soft with a fork, very soft. I like it pretty soft. And so I'll show you what they look like at that point. So I'm making those purple sweet potatoes like I just showed you. And I've been marinating some tofu, and I'm doing it with barbecue sauce today. Oh, one of the many great things about tofu. I know some people will disagree if they haven't had tofu made right, but I feel like they can't really speak on it because if you've never had it right, you just can't say much about it. But one of the many wonderful things about tofu is that it is very bland, and that's why people don't like it, because when they get it made from some places, they don't flavor it, and it can taste like nothing. And then the texture, they don't cook it right, so then it's got a slimy texture. I wouldn't like it like that either, and I love tofu. So anyway, one of the many wonderful things about tofu is that it takes on whatever flavor you put on it. So today I'm doing barbecue, and I'm just going to bake it when I bake the sweet potato and to whatever texture I want it to be. I like it to be a little more chewy, especially with the barbecue. And then we'll have some quinoa and maybe some broccoli or something. I like to have another vegetable there. So that's gonna be our meal that I'm gonna take to my kids' games tonight. So we're still eating healthy. It's very simple. This is super simple, super healthy, and very inexpensive. I should also mention that tofu has about 10 grams of protein per serving, and the servings, there's about 100 calories in that same amount. So very low calorie, great for protein, and people are always wondering where plant-based people get their protein. It's hilarious, but we get tons of protein without trying. Got my purple sweet potatoes out of the oven, and I've already checked them perfectly fork tender. And this is the caramelizing I'm talking about. That's a perfect sweet potato. Have a great day.